All right, it's been a rather chilly, cold day, which is good for me because I know it confuses some people. I actually rather enjoy being chilly over hot. That's when you're cold, you can always put more clothes on. When you're hot, you can only take so many clothes off before you get in trouble. So when you start these barn restoration projects, sometimes you feel like you're not getting very far. And, I got 3 major support beams put in here today, 2 of which were well over 200 pounds. One was about 100 pounds. I put in here by myself, and there are benefits to having your dad and your grandfather teach you how to use rope and tackles, blocking tackles, and leverage and pry bars and all this stuff. But there is almost no sway in this new floor. And, that is a 12-inch by 6-inch by 13-foot beam that I set in there. And I set one down there and another one in there just to help spread the load across the beams that are here, mostly because I'm putting in a very heavy, very thick hemlock floor. These are 18-inch wide boards out of old growth hemlock. And a lot of these old barns, especially here in north central PA, that's exactly what they were made out of. And most of them should still be. I mean, these old hemlock barns have been around for 150, some of them 200 years, and are still standing strong. The tannins in hemlock make it quite rot resistant, especially if it can get dry. If it sets and stays wet, it will rot. But if it can dry out and age, it'll almost never rot or decay. Like I said, as soon as the owner lets me know, I'll probably disclose some more info. But I absolutely love doing this type of work. Where I have my own sawmill, I can make these rustic beams, and I can do really wide plank floors, and I don't know, just keep them authentic, keep them how they should be. The only thing I can't do is replicate the old swirl marks that came off the big bell saw mills, which maybe someday I will have millions of dollars and can restore a massive old bell saw to run. But like I said, you can't always go by what progress you make in one day, but how many steps have been completed. I'm virtually down to just setting boards at this point, and that goes relatively quick. Other than these old barns aren't super square, and there is nothing wrong with these old barns not being square. They were pretty true when they were built, but the floors shift, the ground shifts, and they shift. And in all honesty, I've seen some of the new buildings that people build, and these old barns are just about as square as the new ones. So that's what I got for today.